Well, hello everybody. How you doing? Wow, I didn't realize that was that quick. I was literally just getting something to drink, and I realized, oh my god, can I do this in 2 minutes? And I guess that took me 2 minutes. I didn't think it was going to take that long. I literally sat down and it was like 5 seconds. I was like, I probably got about 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Like, oh, I literally had to run and get all that stuff. Let me just know if you're hearing myself, if you're hearing the audio, because I was trying something a little different with the audio, and I think it's okay, but it's indicating to me that the main audio is not going out. So if you can't hear me, if you can't hear the music in the background, you're hearing some feedback. Uh-oh. All right, let me hear that. That's not good. There should not be feedback. Actually, I don't have my phone on me, so I can't. Nuts. Actually, what I could do is I could just. Oh no! If I do that, it's gonna. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my phone and see if I can listen on my phone. Give me just half a second. Not good. I knew that would be quick. Ooh, yeah. I can see that, yeah. Definitely feedback every time I speak. Okay, yeah, I can see that because I can see even though I'm not saying anything. I can see that going on, yeah. I wonder if it's because, hold on. Small pieces of glass in a jar. All right, how about now? Do I sound better now? I can still see the thing jumping up a little bit. But sometimes that's because it picks up my air conditioner, because I have a really sensitive mic. Does it still sound the same? Because otherwise I don't want to, because I'm going to be talking for, hours here. I don't want to sound, be one thing I could just, mute my mic or something if I had to, but it's not, the game's not going to talk. I'm going to be the one that has to talk. So how does it sound now? Is it any better? All right, let's see if I can bring it up on the phone here. Bring it up on my phone device. What do I sound like? That sounds better? Okay. It says I'm live right now. Do I sound any better? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, that sounds much better. Yeah. Okay. I had to turn to no more feedback. Okay, cool. Yeah, I basically had to. I have an XLR mic, which is like a professional mic. But professional mics don't they don't come with a USB connection, or like you would just plug it directly into your computer. I mean, there are some really good USB mics. Don't misunderstand, but professional mics are XLR, which is completely different. It's like a 3-pronged little. It's kind of a heavy cord, that kind of thing. So you have to have a device that's sort of like, it's like an in-between kind of thing. It's a thing where you plug the XLR mic into the machine, into the little device, which is actually no bigger than, it's about about yay big. About the size of maybe a little bigger than a deck of cards. Maybe a little bit thicker. And then you can do things on that. You can change the audio and everything on that. But then it has a USB out, and then you take that USB cord and you plug that into your computer. The trials and tribulations of audio, I have to say. So let's get right into the game here. So when last we left our hero, Phoenix Wright, he was defending himself because the police thought that he killed his former boss, Mia Fey, when it turned out that it was Red White, the guy who was blackmailing people. Mia was on his trail, trying to figure out why people were getting blackmailed by Red White, and Red White decided to kill Mia to silence her. But we discovered the truth. So now we move on to the next game, which I believe we saw like the first like 10 seconds of. I think it was like, it's like Turnabout Samurai, if I remember correctly. Let's see if I can just move that down a little bit. There we go. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. All right. Under P for Phoenix Wright. There we go. Oh gosh, Steam wants to update. Oh my god. Okay, luckily that was pretty quick. So, also I cannot hear my audio. So, I might have to, let me know if you can't hear the game audio. Because I kind of want to hear the game audio. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of weird on my end. Okay. Aha, okay, I can hear the game audio. Awesome. I was kind of worried for a little bit. And it grabbed the game, that's awesome. So we should be okay to go. We should be good. Alright, so we will continue on with episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. It should just start right at the very beginning, because we didn't save. Grah! You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai! The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood! The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. For it will be the last moon you ever see! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa! The warrior's sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Company law offices. So we've changed the name. Now it's, well, I mean, it makes sense. You know, Mia Fey no longer exists, so it should be Wright and Company law offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa! Stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess? Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Company law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m., Wright & Company law offices. So he shows up an hour later. Which makes sense, man. You gotta take a shower and everything. Maya's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright & Company law offices. She uses her cell phone? Don't we have like a phone line in the actual office? What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. I'm going to do something real quick here. Hopefully it's not going to throw the game off. I just want to turn the volume down on my end just a little bit, because it is blasting in my ears. That's much better. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay, well, I guess that, I guess we should go to the detention center. I guess we're gonna... Who wasn't that called? October 16th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. Well, that is quite a large man. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. There's a small little fly buzzing around here. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. Well, if you're wearing a mask, they wouldn't even know it was you in the first place. I mean, I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick, what? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Well, we gotta talk to our client here. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. No, actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 a.m. that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's all right, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids' show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 a.m. We worked through some action scenes until about noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was already after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. He was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Well, that's all we can do there, so I guess it's time to move. To the studio! October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers? Well, one of us is a lawyer. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible happens, or wasting your... Don't you have jobs? Do lawyers job? Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life of easy. No matter working long, long police. I was young with a different manager. Things real on strange places, hippie clothes. What are the youths coming to these days? Around son has. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoke to, youths today. Should talk to her, I guess. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate? He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty.
How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person?
Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in the hearts of many as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain at a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. That's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
Mr. Powers says he was sleeping. Oh, sorry, but Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. So I guess we have to go back to the detention center and get a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Well, what? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. Well, what? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? Well, what did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she's said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up on it. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers request added to the court record. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. All right, let's go back to the main gate and present this. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request for Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request given to the security lady.
You think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance? Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here toward the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. So we're at the gate, and then Studio 1, Studio 2, and the employee area is on the other side.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Guide map to Global Studios added to the court record.
Time to move outside Studio One. October 16th, Studio One entrance. That's... Okay, so the head... Okay, I was like, why does it look like nightmare fuel? Okay, well, that's because looks like the head got knocked off. Okay. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth's all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth is in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions? Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. All right. So 2:30, that's going to be the important part there. So he says he was sleeping, but the security guard, who apparently his name is Oldbag, actually, you know her full name, it's actually Wendy Oldbag, we'll find out later on, says that she claims she saw him at that time. So that's going to be something we're going to have to figure out. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio One. Now, the victim entered Studio One at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady? Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? Is that camera up on the gate, pal? Yeah, it's right up there. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Why not just have it be video? That makes no sense. Oh, no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. We should examine this here. Studio mascots.
I guess it's a monkey of some kind? It's a monkey? That does not look like any monkey I've ever seen. What kind of monkey has a nose like that exactly? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, Studio 1. Left, Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it, too. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Whoop, hold on. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1-307. That must be the camera ID number. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's falling on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit extra money by charging for admission. You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what that's supposed to mean, pal. Well, that's about all we can take a look at, I guess. I guess we're going to head over to Studio 1. Really nothing else we can look at. We can't go down that path yet. Let's go. Oh, we can't. Do we have to go to the main gate first? Oh, we have to go to the main gate and then Studio 1? What? I have nothing to present. Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all cops do like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left of here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense. Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently records the time when it takes a picture, too. I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before I going home, too, I do. Interesting. So we need to get to that computer. take a look at that computer. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. That looks like the gate. The main entrance to the studio. There's a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. And looks like a van? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Nothing else to look at here. Oh, there's something we can go over. We can go over here. Was this just the security guard station? A security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. All right, so where can we move to now? Oh, wait a minute. If I present my badge to her, maybe she'll let me do something.
What's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Okay, I guess not. Dag nabbit. Oh, we can go to the employee area now. Okay, cool. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! This Powers dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Let's maybe look out here first, just in case there's anything that needs to be... Do we really need to look at the soda machine? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something, like popcorn at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Don't look like much else here. What's that over there? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick. You know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? So we look through the window? A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Well, the door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Oh, we can slide around. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, what's going on over here? The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. It looks like a castle. Probably Neo-old Tokyo castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? I guess that's about it. So let's slide back over and move into the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Well, that looks like where he was sleeping. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday.
locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. This must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. There's a bunch of snacks on the table, and they must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key added to the court record. Grants entry into Studio 1. Well, I guess we're going to go to Studio 1 now. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. I think we've seen everything. We aren't missing anything. In some of these games, it won't let you proceed until you've literally examined everything, so it's always important to check. Because you could be wrong. And then you're stuck, and you're like, where do I gotta go? So we gotta go back to the employee area. Bamf back to the main gate. Head over outside Studio 1. And then, wait a minute. Well, how do I get to Studio 1 then? Oh, there we go. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! All right, we're in! She is way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Let's go inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. It sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that would explain the outline. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry, this girl is out there. There's a camera. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Sorry, my partner is kind of, no, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now.
And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. By the way, you notice who's in the back there? That's the security guard. I wonder if that's going to mean anything. But I don't know, but that's definitely her. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything else? Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Well, let's make sure we've examined everything first. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl's more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Ah. Well, where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Well, I think that's everything. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can we even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo? Oh, right. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost oh, okay, well, then we've done that already. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Okay. I thought we did that already. Well, let's go back. Outside Studio 1. Go back to the main gate. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Let's talk to you about this extra person. Yes.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30? Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? All right, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, huh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She wasn't even a full-time employee. Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays. Running your mouths like there was no tomorrow like this. Well, the hours young yells, yeah, I knew a thing or two about respecting your elders back then. It's a crying shame that you today would do. Woo, that was fast. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Like, for example, examine the computer. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see the photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Of course. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick. Looks like you just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Crap. It was ST1 was 703 or was it? Hold on. Probably doesn't show on here. Nuts. I don't remember which one it was. ST1. I'm going to say 703. There. Entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Maybe we should go look at that camera again. Hold on. Let's just... Okay, we can just do trial and error. Beep, beep, beep. Try the computer. Try it. Beep, beep, beep. Boop, 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 boop. 370. There. Entered. Nothing. Oh, we got them all wrong. Gee, McCripeys. All right. Try the computer. Try it. So it was ST1307. Okay. There. Entered. This one's time to work. Hey! It printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Well, that's it. So that's the Steel Samurai. I'm noticing something right off the bat here. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with his photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. So there's something I've automatically noticed. We'll wait until we get to chance. Let's go look at the court record real quick. So check out that photo. I'm looking right now. Look at those legs. Whoever's wearing that costume is too short to be wearing that costume. You can see the legs are too long. They're literally standing on the legs. So, yeah. I'm already calling shenanigans. But anyway. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy so soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Well, looks like we're going to the trial. Save the content. Please don't turn off your PC. Save your progress. Of course, we will save the progress.
let's go to the trial. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. We're in number 4 today. Notice I have a lot of trials going on. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with this guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. Security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that to the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there are only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And the young woman, the production assistant. Wow, she doesn't even have a name. I saw on the thing her name was Penny, but that was it. She's so inconsequential, she doesn't even get a name. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No, we already heard it once. I think I could probably remember that. Yeah. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. See, when I was young, I was an old bag, but not really. So the old children make fun of me because of my name. Believe me, there was this boy, he came to the chess club, and he called me an old bag, and... Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness testimony. Witness account. All right, we got to find something wrong here. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 o'clock p.m.
Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning.
I think that's our problem. Wasn't she in the back going, woo?
Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 o'clock. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examination. All right. So what do we have? Do we have a picture of the guide map? Okay, so I don't have a picture of her oogling in the background, so we can't do anything like that. So photo number 2. Okay, let's do some pressing here. I arrived at the day of the murder. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. Yeah, but the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee key card to get in.
Right, the card key that I have. So what you're saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Poor old Ham and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning.
Well, how do you know that if you're running errands? A run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon?
I had some errands to run that morning.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question. Yeah, she's in the corner there. Oh, okay, so she admits.
Actually, it was watching poor Hammers and Powers, observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I'd lock the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammers run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. Could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station.
How do you know that was 1 o'clock? Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from there until 5 o'clock.
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course. I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper.
Snipper whapper? Well, Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty the whole time through the afternoon. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right?
How did you know that?
Oh, ho, ho, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked by right me at 2 p.m.
2 p.m., you're sure?
Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, he's trying to get so excited at your age, you might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you all who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in the ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Well, let's present our photo, because that doesn't look like it could be anybody. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Ms. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldback, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder? True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone to be so nosy? Should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She is good. Let's hear about your proof then. Aha, witness testimony, the man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he'd sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Or do you? I'm just going to press on everything. Whippersnapper? Hey, I haven't even said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today. Always whining, pointing fingers this and that is enough to make an old lady... Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene... Who's present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There's Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. The Pearl Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. What exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. I didn't see any broken props back there. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear, the murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down to the court record. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Let's object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness account continued. The time before Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. All right. The time before Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? I mean, it is, but we should probably press on everything. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? You did, actually. I just had to press on everything. I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. For that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Okay. What do we have that we can present? A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Oh, right at the top there. Okay, it's right at the very top. Okay. The part where the actual metal spear connects to the shaft. Okay, got it. Card key for studio employees. The person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Now there's the main gate. He's dragging one leg. Okay, let me see here. It's 2:30. The person saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I wonder if it's... If I had, I would have seen them. I wonder if it was the guide map, maybe? No. The music stops when you have something right. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. It didn't go well. Okay. It's 2:30 p.m. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. I mean, it's still that, isn't it? Okay, I was gonna say it's still that. I had to think about it for a second. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo, it printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Yeah, but there are 2 photos. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Huh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldback, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn from the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Did you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes, but those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Well, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
Wow, it's been an hour and a half already. Holy smokes. I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Huh. A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
But wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in?
I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids?
So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What? Ooh, triple gavel. Oh, order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about second or third grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him.
A boy in second or third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. What, for 5 minutes? Jesus. And no forgetting vital information this time. October 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Number 3? Weren't we in court number 4? What the heck? Mr. Powers. Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the steel samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can have another day.
Right.
If we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay,
Let's go.
what does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Well, we're going to have to accuse Wendy Oldbag. Because I agree. I don't think... Well, I mean... I don't know. I mean, whoever's wearing that costume is clearly not big for it because the legs are dragging underneath it. I don't know. We got to figure it out. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed.
The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly in accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? Well, I don't think it was a grade school boy. The assistant girl. Could be the assistant girl. Because the security lady doesn't really know where the assistant girl went to. I think that's the correct answer. Let's find out. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh. Uh-oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and Bullhammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. Oh, she didn't know about Powers' ankle. Son of a... Oh, she wouldn't have known to do it. So it has to be Wendy. That has to be Wendy Oldbag. Dag nabbit! Screw that up. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh. That kind of takes the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. Ouch. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. May we move on, Mr. Wright? Yeah, this fight is over. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please. Very well, go ahead. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers who could have committed murder? It was a security lady. Yes. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. Oh, what? Whippersnapper? Triple gavel. Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Ms. Oldbag to you. Ms. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Well, why would you go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see.
Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby.
That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
Well, what?
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so y'all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way?
We got to press further. We got to get a second day. Do some more investigating.
The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt at Ms. Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too.
Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day? Whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. The card key. Because the murder took place in Studio 1, and the boy didn't have a card key to get into Studio 1. It's got to be that. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, will the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Ms. Windy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. And then the prosecution will look further into this. Oldbag. Before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, we got a second day.
Well, wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Ms. Oldbag, what is this all about?
Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Ah, you mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Well, I guess we're just going right through it then. My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. If you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
It's Ms. Oldbag. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this hidden from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Well, let's find out more about these random people. Are they there to buy the studio, maybe? Because it's on hard times? Are they going to sell the studio? Let's find out. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. there were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked me about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, yes, we know there's a Studio 2. Tree in the way, can't get around it. Here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but continue cross-examination. Yeah, let's just... They said they had nothing to do with it. Let's just press everything just to be safe. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. They bribed her? So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Okay, we'll take a break then. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some big wigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. For real this time now? Yes. October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow. Only took place a couple of hours. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I say, we'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor Old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continued. Beep. Saving content. Save your progress? Absolutely, we'll save that progress. Back to the studio. October 18th, Wright and Company Law Offices. Well, I guess we're going back to the law office first. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess it really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here, then? Let's get to the studios. I don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just a minute, you don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. All right, well, let's head back to the studios. October 18th, 2:16 p.m., Global Studios, main gate. I wonder if we're going to run into our buddy. No one's here. Right, now they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess I don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look. She left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial yesterday? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Well, outside Studio 2. Let's go. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This is Studio 2? I thought so. Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Ooh, look at that. There's a thing broken right there. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Wait a minute. No, there's a broken thing right here. That's not what I know. Unbelievable. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Looks like they had some meals right over here. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. Something feels odd. Well, if they had T-bone steaks, where are the bones? That's one thing. Plus, there are 2 chairs. Okay, so that's good. There's 2 of everything. But yeah, there's no bones. Where are the bones if they had steak? A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept them in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Ooh, yawn. If I talk a lot, I start yawning. Well, let's go for a drive. I mean, like, not like a normal conversation, but if I'm just continually talking for hours, after a while. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Looks like an incinerator. An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. There's a big 2 painted here. Probably because this is Studio 2? Probably, though it doesn't look like anything like a studio. Well, I think we've seen everything there is to see here. Oh, can we look at the gate? No, we cannot. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh, well, it's locked. Aw, shucks. Can we look through the window? On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. There's a clear bent thing there. Something happened right there. But we can't. Flowers. Pretty. Ah. Okay. All right. Well, we can't go in there. Let's go back outside Studio 1. Can we get something to get in at the gate, maybe? Maybe like right over here? I don't know. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Maybe we go to the employee area. Maybe that's what we need to do. Aha! October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, cardboard. That's really gonna keep him out. Impenetrable.
Try to go through there. Oh, there's just cardboard and masking tape on it. I cannot get through there. Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do your work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. So excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Ms. Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Well, let's examine this here. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, do you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Yeah, let's rip it open. Might be something there. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hi-ya! There. That should make the kids happy. Things we do. The drain gate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't make you feel great to do a good deed like that. Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Great that you use it cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. So yeah, here are the plates, and there are T-bone bones on there. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Here's the electric-powered bicycles. I think we've done all this already. Is there anything we're looking at here? Can we go into... Oh, no, not examine. Anything new in the dressing room? October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in here and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. I don't know if there's anything that we need to be looking at in here. Mr. Powers' bag, wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick. What now? These snacks. They've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick, get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. There's the mirror. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It is kind of dusty outside. It's like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here like he said. Is there anything else we can look at? No. Okay. Well, clearly we must have missed something. Anything we need to examine? A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. Is there something in the garbage, maybe?
Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Be my guest. Okay. Oh, too bad. It's sold out. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? All right, anything else we can look at? The door. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's go inside. We already did that already? Anything we can look at here? I think we've got everything here. Slide over. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo castle. Have we gotten everything here? I believe we have. Let's go back to the main gate. Aha! Oh, hello. Oh, you look like a little out of place. That's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternate guard fashion thing. Studios. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Gate locked still. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. And the van. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. All right. Have we seen everything? I think we've seen everything. Let's try going through every place one more time, just to be safe. Studio mascot? Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant? I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything, and you'd probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. In the trial, they said Studio 2 is down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by without a problem. This monkey head is really heavy. Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit. This is exactly why I don't want to get old, ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. There's the camera. That's the security camera that automatically takes pictures of people here. It took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was a Steel Samurai. The other was a grade school boy. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. And here's the welcome sign. It says welcome. They let people in here when they're not filming, right? Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say? Sure, if that security lady lets us in. And that's Studio 1. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. We haven't been to Studio 1. Or have we? No, we haven't. Okay. October 18th, Studio 1. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick? Just double check that we've searched everything. Outline the body. As was found. Funny, I expect a spear stain. Leave a couple stains. That's reflecting light. We've done this already. Hey, look, that's the chair. The black and white clap things and a megaphone. Action. We did that already. Step ladder. And the camera. Camera weighs a ton. Don't touch it. And the backdrop here looks like a backdrop. Must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Yes. Okay. So, and there's nothing here that we've not already seen. Okay. So I guess maybe we should talk to Will Powers. I guess we've been everywhere at the studio. But why have we not been able to... Oh, here we go. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked. What, don't we have a key? No, but it's probably one of the guard stations at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Well, okay, let's go check it out. Here. Computer that runs the security camera. Looks like it's been off for the day. Aha! The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Huh! Wait, that's just it? We can't get in there? We heard something, and somebody could be hurt. Like, oh, the security lady will hurt me if you find out that I can't get inside the place. And we can't talk to her about anything, I guess. Can we talk to Will Powers, maybe? October 18th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. The fanboy. Do fanboys sneak into the studio often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they're often hanging around? The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's gonna lose big.
I see.
Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
Okay, so that was a waste of time. Can we present him with anything? Regarding the murder weapon.
Yes?
Is it heavy, that spear?
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
And that spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh yeah, I goofed around on the round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard. Regarding this photograph.
Yes?
This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right?
Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest.
Who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room?
Yes. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep.
But who?
I know, but who is right?
Well, that seemed to be a waste of our time as well. Anything we can do here? Not really. Our phones, perhaps? Did we get a phone call? Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Okay, yeah, so there's nothing here going on. Unless we have to talk to her about whatever. What do you think we should do? Well, what do I... Huh? Why don't we just do what you just said? We gotta go get a scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. No point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to the studios pronto. All right, so let's go back to the studios. We gotta figure out how to get... Something happened in there, but we can't get in. And we've checked everything. Uh-oh. Clearly I'm missing something. But I don't know what. I mean, we checked that out, and obviously that's something weird that there are no... There's an incinerator. That's got to mean something. We checked everything here. Maybe start presenting her stuff? Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. She'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Ugh, could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway? Looks like she didn't know anything about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Maybe we need to go to the employee area because now that we've taken that, maybe we can find the fanboy? Aha, there we go. WTF, who are you dudes? LMAO. Aha, there we go. Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever. Oh, okay. He's talking in Litsu. That's lamers. Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella? Salmonella. His name is Salmonella.
And I'm just going to talk normal and leave that the way it is. I make the lead shows. The Steel Samurai, mine. RTFC, read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. I just, you look so sorry. No, quite all right, really. It's fine, Raffle. Well, what is it? On closer inspection. Yeah. Hot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hey, do you do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume rock soars. Drool. Rock soars? What? Hey, you're drooling. Huh? Lol. Buffer overrun. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo. Raffle, LMAO. Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be little old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. The day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. Security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Heh. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah. Suck sores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suck sores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 o'clock. That seems important. With the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death is estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who's meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon till 4 the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over the network and some sponsors. Also, a few production, that's a word. Let's try production. Also, a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. It sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Can I show him some things? Try not to pay attention to things that don't interest me. Lol. Why are you staring at me like that? This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. Trying to pay attention to things that don't interest me. Okay. Trying to pay attention to things that don't interest me. So is that it? Nothing else to talk with him about. And still no fanboy. Aha! Aha! There we go. Things are happening now. You again! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your position quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled me out of a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could a sweet little old lady wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way he could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Ooh.
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady is too much. The fanboy? About that kid that you said you saw? If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder? If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Did she fix that? I have a feeling she's not going to respond well to anything I show her now. Okay, well, I guess in that case... Can I take a look at this again? Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching! Guess I better investigate there later. Okay, so now we need to get her to leave. Somehow. Which means that the production assistant has to be someplace else now, I guess. Maybe go back to the employee area? Aha! Hey! Hey, wait! I'll bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, Kidio, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't go talking to me like that. Uh-huh. But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody. Cody Hackins. Call me Kidio again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. Ha! Ha ha! You can't fool me! Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kidio. Watch it. What are they doing? Alright, so what happened? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins! Always! Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But ain't no way I'm telling you, losers! What? Wait! Let me go! He's gone. Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Well, look at that. Found on a table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. Who's taking sleeping pills? Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything? The drain where the fanboy came in. He didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. Okay. Thing over here. I think we searched that all out. Yes. Can we go to the main gate now? Maybe she's running after the kid? Huh. Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Aha! Hey! Nick, that was her. Stop! Whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch! Uh-oh, she tripped. My, sure looks happy. Aha! Quickly! Get the key. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh! This is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? The key tag reads Studio 2 trailer. And now we can go to the Studio 2 trailer. Let's do this. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. No, not that eager. Trailer. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And whom might you... Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Ms. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Ms. Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Next, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick? Are all people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. All right, we'll give it to him if we see him. The memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Well, we know where he is. We might as well give him the memo. Let's examine some things in here first, though. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Another old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god, that movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? Dynamite Samurai. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Anything in the waste paper baskets? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. And chairs. Look outside. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Wow, that's so weird. It's October in the game. It's October here as well. Although where I currently am living, in Orlando, Florida, it is still quite hot. I think, actually, what is the temperature right now? What is the temperature right now? Currently in Orlando, it is 90 degrees. Look at that. That's in Fahrenheit, obviously.
Celsius, it is 32. That's 32 in Celsius, 90 in Fahrenheit. That's really hot. Get rid of that. Yeah, it's going to be that way until like mid to late November. Then it cools down a bit. All right, well, let's go see Salmonella. Outside Studio 1. Studio main gate. Employee area. And he's in the dressing room. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Oh, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Wait, we gotta find the script for him now? Well, where could he have been? I mean, he was here. But it's definitely not here. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see. Where could it have been? Would it be in the basket? Where? I mean, we've looked everywhere. Not there. Not there. Not there. All right, so let's move. Studio main gate. Would it be in here? Security guard station. This old bag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. Yep. No. And we've looked at everything here. Let's see. Outside Studio 1. I don't think it would be here. It's not giving us that option. We've searched everything here. Let's go to Studio 1. See if it might be in there. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Oh, maybe it is here. Oop, there's that. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. The director. Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Did he say he left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. A Steel Samurai script. The cover reads Episode 13. All right. Now we can go back. I don't know what the point of all this was, but we're going to hopefully find out. Let's go back to the main gate. Then go to the employee area. The dressing room. Do. Present the script. We found your script. Woot. Thanks. Still, I don't know. That woman is to be feared when you bring something to her late. Say, you think you dudes could take it there, down there for me? Thanks. Is that producer really that scary? Well, she's certainly not normal. All right, so I guess we're gonna, okay. That's not creepy. Let's just get the heck out of here. Go to the trailer. Give her the script. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers lawyers? Right.
Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network? Correct. Now, listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head? Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was clear. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio One. Oh, what? It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait! What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then he could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15. That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio One at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Block the path of the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 o'clock. So it happened at 2:30. Let's see here. It happened at 2:30. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. October 18th, Wright and Company law offices. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got 1 lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long? So I guess Maya is channeling in Mia's spirit? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What do you mean we have 1 lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure he can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. What to do? So what's the best thing to do from here? We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. Any ideas? So do you have any ideas about who might have done this? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Where have I heard that phrase before? So that's where Maya got it from. So that was worthless then. So let's go back to the studio, I guess. We gotta find that kid. October 18th, Global Studios, main gate. Old bag pissed. Whoa, what's wrong? Whippersnappers. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. When I can catch him, sounds like she hasn't any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. A hostage? What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart, I don't feel so good. Is she okay? But before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? Where that boy was running away. He dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. It's kind of hard to understand with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I? No. I'm catching that brat. It's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade, huh? I wonder. Something I could give her. The card key? Maybe? Hey, that's a card. Studio One? Right, a card key to Studio One. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. Whew. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio One isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio One. I don't think we need to get into Studio One. We just need to talk to that Cody kid. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? Guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key lent to Ms. Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this, a Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Steel Samurai card added to the court record. Right. I'm off! There she goes, hobbling off toward the studio. So maybe the employee area he's at? October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Aha! Hey! Hey, you! Wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it! He's getting away! Come back! There, he's back. How did she... Hey there. Would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's, the bomb? Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah. Don't yell like I'm only a kid. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Like this bribe? Cody, this looks familiar. Hey, my UR. You are? Huh? You are, you know, ultra rare. The card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. Well, that's my card. By offering something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever. I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? If I went through all that trouble. If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? I mean, it's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare. Come on. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium, rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about stakes? Well, I don't know who would have a premium, rare, ultra, whatever card. We gotta look around here. Maybe at the main gate? Something here? No. Unfortunately not. Does Will Powers have one? October 18th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. I mean, he's a Steel Samurai. He must have everything. I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh, well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Maybe here? I don't know. Aha! October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you? Doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. The fanboy. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. Security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through a clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios. But his popularity has been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened? After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh, why don't I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Nothing here. Could the card be in the drain, perhaps? But I think we saw everything, though, from there. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Something new with that. An incinerator. Apparently I just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Everything's new here. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Something in here. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Can we finally look at this weird thing here? Nameless flowers bloom in solitude. They probably have a proper name, but it's not for me to know. Not now, nor ever, till the end of my days. I need a vacation. That's... Something happened right there. Why are we not acknowledging that? These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. On a closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this was part of some temporary film set. Nah, probably not. All right, so nothing there. The door? The door is unlocked. We could probably just walk right in, which we already did. So let's move outside here. Can we examine this stuff here? I see. There's a clock and a speaker in the monkey's head. It would usually tell the time by ooking. The clock has stopped at 2:15 now. Ugh. This is the path that goes to Studio 2. The mascot's head fell right on the path the day of the murder. The path is completely blocked between 2 and 4. Could something be in here? No. It's like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Where have I heard that line before? Exactly. All right, then who would have a steel samurai card? Oh, I should have presented her with the sleeping pills. We got to go all the way back now. What's that? Boring, man. How can one person be so lame? If you were a superhero, you'd be lame-o, man. Okay, we did that already. I'll give you this if you help me, but that's my card. Grown up, you're dumb. I don't need that card. I got a double. Now, if you find a really rare card, a really rare, something ultra rare premium, are way rarer than plain ultra rare. Completely forgot about those sleeping pills. Actually, we could. Let's try the detention center real quick. No, okay. We could ask Will about those. Do you know anything about these, lady? Sorry, I'm really not sure what that is. Dag nabbit. Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You know how long I've been looking for it. What are the odds of that, huh? I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, we even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me up, huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everyone getting so excited about? Do the trade, of course. Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. URP card, an ultra rare premium Steel Samurai card. Very valuable. Yahoo! And there she goes. Just doing good things like that make you feel great. Yeah. Yeah, it does. So now we can go back. Now that we have the card we need, we can now go back. Oh, that in there. My bad. Whew. Moving around is a pain in the butt. And now you'll talk. See this card? Yeah, so wait, that's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. URP card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Steel Samurai. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. His kind nature. Says you have to look beyond what is... Right, come on, think of something. I really like his kind nature. What a guy. Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten. Yeah. So what else do you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. So tell me what your favorite thing about Steel Samurai is. His fighting skills. Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam! Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out. My new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I could always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Contains photos of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. All right, so what happened? You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? For great justice. You have to help us fight for great justice, too. By the way, if you've ever heard of the meme for great justice, this is where that meme came from. If you've ever seen someone type out, for great justice, it comes from Phoenix Wright. I saw everything. Wow, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost, though. I was in there for maybe like a half hour or so, and I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used a samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Yeah, you say those nice things, but it's obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. If you put this boy in the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. Aha. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we going to do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. I think we will pause it here because we've been streaming for 3 hours. Save the progress. Yes, we will save the progress. There we go. Okay, so let's go back. October 19th, 9:42. However, we are not doing this. We are instead going to the title screen. So, when we meet again tomorrow at 2 o'clock, it's not going to be 1 o'clock like the normal time. It'll be 2 o'clock because we have an important convention meeting we need to do, and I need to be there. So, we're going to push back to 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, we go back to the trial, and hopefully we will be able to wrap this up. We should be able to wrap up the whole third part of this tomorrow. So I am looking forward to that. Let's click that? Yes, we can. All right. So until then, for some reason the music isn't playing. I don't know why. I mean, I can't hear the music for some reason. Hopefully the music's playing. I mean, I can see it playing, but hopefully it's playing. If it's not playing, my apologies. Anyway, we'll meet again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, whatever that is your time. And until then, see you then.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.